How's it going, everyone? Chris here, and welcome back to another Super Smash Bros. Ultimate Countdown video. We only have 45 days left until the game's release on December 7th, and today we are going to be taking a look at some character evidence supporting Ninten's inclusion in Smash Ultimate. So this PowerPoint was actually made completely by the Anigriffin, and for those of you guys who don't know, she is a moderator in my Discord server, and if you guys want to go say thank you to her, because this is all her, I did none of this, I'm just presenting the information, you can say hi to her because her YouTube channel is going to be linked in the description, or you can go say thank you in the Discord. Now without further ado, let's go ahead and start this PowerPoint. So first of all, her theory is that there will be at least one new mother character in Smash Ultimate. Who will it be? Why, this young boy here named Ninten. The protagonist of Mother 1 is the most likely. Why him, you say? You may look at him and say he's a boring character with no chance and no moveset potential. Well, I'm here to explain to you why both statements are completely wrong. He's the most realistic mother character. There were many mother characters competing for the ballot, however, many are not as likely as Ninten for differing reasons. Let's take a look at why that is. First of all, we have Kumatora and Paula. They would just be echoes. So for those of you guys who don't know, these two were actually already confirmed to be in Lucas's Final Smash, I believe, which means they are automatically deconfirmed. Then we have Flint and Teddy. These characters are just way too obscure and are not present in enough of their respective games to warrant anything more than a trophy. Then we have Duster. So he has a unique move potential, but however, Mother 3 is Japan only, and after Lucas, Sakurai doesn't seem to want to add too many more Japan exclusives. Party members also take a backseat to main protagonists and villains, however, him being an assist trophy is not outside the realm of possibility. Next we have Gigas, so he would have to be in his cat-like form from Mother 1, as the special nature of his Mother 2 form fits more for a stage hazard. His only shot would be as a Mewtwo Echo due to not just the character physical similarities, but overall moveset similarities and character similarities. Now, we do know that Echo Fighters are only present if they're from the same game, which means he couldn't be an Echo Fighter, but he could perhaps be a semi-clone of Mewtwo. Next we have Porky, so he's too big. Unlike Ridley, he does not have a fan base large enough to warrant him shrinking down, so that is 100% true. Guys, we're not going to read every single slide because we have 91 to get through, so if you want to read any specific slide, just go ahead and pause the video. Then we have Klaus / the Masked Man. Now, this character is an interesting case. Of all the mother characters, he is the most unique possible character. He is, however, Japan only and is a walking spoiler, though Nintendo of America did spoil his identity back in Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Also, Lucas's Masked Man skin is confirmed to return, and seeing how Ike and Samus's Chrom and Dark Samus's ults were removed, it's doubtful he's in. Then we take a look at his Masked Man skin and his Super Smash Bros. Brawl trophy, where they explain a little bit about the Masked Man. However, he does have the chance of his alter ego being an Echo Fighter. More on this possibility later. Ninten is a protagonist, meaning he gets first dibs. He is a model that can easily be ripped from Ness or Lucas. His game was recently released worldwide, and the lack of a Mother 1 rep is a thorn in the eye to perfectionists. He also has a potential unique moveset. His only actual problem stems from his design, which isn't a huge issue. Also keep in mind, despite not having a singular mother character topping the polls, all the votes have been split across these numerous mother characters. One character by themselves wouldn't be nearly enough to warrant a new rep, but all the votes for mother characters combined, I'd say would warrant at least one newcomer. And then we have Ninten's design, so they're not the same person is something that Annie is trying to point out here, and even though they're very similar, we know that they're not exactly the same. And then, so here's like a design, so on the left is Ness, and on the right is Ninten, so as you can see, they are completely different characters, even though they do share a lot of similarities. So Ninten did not have the luxury of his character model changing over the years like Ness. He remained trapped in the 80s when video game character designs weren't the greatest. It's possible for Ninten to get a complete design overall. Pit didn't exactly have the greatest design in the 80s either, but look what Sakurai made of him in Brawl. Heck, he could even add his bandana to make him even more distinct. So, apparently his bandana is a fanon creation, so that's incorrect. The bandana stems from the original Mother commercial that aired back in the 80s, so we know that the bandana is in fact canon. Not only that, but the novel appearance by Itoi has Ninten wearing a bandana in that as well, so we do see another canon picture of Ninten with a bandana. This hat, however, is completely fanon. Not all Ninten fans support this as the possible Smash design for his character, assuming all fans do is simply wrong. So obviously right here, this was created by Artsy Omni, and this is just a fan creation of Ninten. I seem to remember an odd argument from the Smash 4 days involving character design. A common argument used to debunk the ESRB leak was Ness's shirt not being partially tucked in. The reality was that his design was updated. This may be a small point, but this proves that an old design from however many years ago can be changed. So here are some design examples of Ninten. Some more designs. And here's some of his palette swaps. So as you can see, we got the Flying Man swap, a Starman swap, a Giga swap, a Novel swap. So those do look really good. So Ninten should not just be a skin like Alf. The only reason Alf is not a fighter is due to the time constraints surrounding Smash 4's development. Otherwise, he'd be just like Lucina or Dark Pit, where they were costumes given movesets with slight differences. Saying Ninten should just be a skin based on design only when Lucina and Dark Pit are Echo fighters rather than skins is dumb. However, Ninten has the potential to be more than just an Echo fighter. Many seem to think he'd be an Echo based just on physical appearance alone, which is extremely unfair. People seem to forget Pichu and Dr. Mario are not Echoes despite similar physical appearances to Pikachu and Mario respectively. If Ninten is an Echo, he'd have much more in common with Lucas than Ness, as Yo-Yos and PK Flash are not present in Ninten's game. And after seeing all the aesthetic changes made to Ness and Lucas's moves, it's clear that Sakurai understands the source material well and wants to make characters as accurate as possible. So here's some side comparisons. So you could argue that Ness and Lucas aren't accurate portrayals of their in-game moves, and that is true. However, Ness's differences would make Ninten inaccurate from the game he's from. All of Ness and Lucas's moves are from their respective games. If he echoed Ness, he'd no longer be a Mother 1 character, just a Mother 2 character with a bandana. He'd have to be unique in order to stand out. However, a Lucas Echo could potentially work since the Ox Hook item from Mother 1 could be an easy replacement for the Rope Snake. However, the biggest issue with Lucas is the presence of PK Love throughout his moveset. Sakurai would have to do a lot of editing to make that work, but a Lucas Echo is his best shot if he's going to be one. Now let's talk about what he'd be as a non-Echo, as that is much more fun. So this is a kind of overview of what his moveset would be. So his special would be PK Beam, his up special would be PK 4th D Slip, final smash would be 8 Melodies, side special would be the Boomerang, and the down special would be the PK Shield. So as we see, those are all Ninten's weapons, and I guess there's some price points there. His basic moves would use numerous punches and kicks, as well as using baseball bats, boomerangs, and slingshots in more than just smash attacks. He'd depend more on his physical strength than pure psychic abilities, seeing that he's not known as the Psy powerhouse. It's also important to remember that Ness got an aesthetic overhaul. He uses his Psy in many more attacks, and this means Ninten being more physical would also make him more unique. And of course, he'd have an asthma attack as a taunt. There's a ton you can do with this kid to make him a unique, versatile fighter, and many are just unaware of his potential. Also remember, despite sharing the same set of specials, Lucas is not an echo of Ness. All of the Mother stages are making a return. One thing to point out is that all 4 of the Mother stages in Smash history will be returning in Ultimate. Of the original franchises in Smash, only Kirby, Zelda, and Mother have all of their stages. This is an interesting observation, as none of those franchises have had a newcomer since Brawl. Speculation surrounding Waddle Dee from Kirby and Skull Kid being either a newcomer or a boss have been quite the topics as well, although the remaining Kirby and Zelda stages don't fit those newcomers quite as well as a certain Mother stage. Since there's 2 current Mother characters and 4 potential stages, it'd make sense that a new Mother character would use one of the remaining 2 as a home stage. And what would those remaining 2 be? Foresight and Magican. Seeing that New Pork is Lucas's home stage, this makes Mother 3 Porky a lot more unlikely. Onett is also taken by Ness, which would have been the second most realistic stage for Porky. This does leave Foresight, as Porky was present there in Mother 2, but New Pork City and Onett are quite literally Porky's homes. It's a much bigger reach, it is possible, but very unlikely, especially combined with Porky's largeness. However, Magican is still open, and guess what game Magican is based on? Mother 1. And before you say Ninten's in the background and can't be playable, Ness is in the background on this same stage. It's not very often that there's a stage from a game without a representative. The only example of those are the Nintendog stage, Wrecking Crew, Pictochat, Hand and Bow, Balloon Fight, and Tomodachi Life, unless you count the Miis. But none of these have playable fighters. Mother does, so having a stage from a Mother game with no rep is a little bit suspicious. According to Source Gaming's translation of a column written by Sakurai, the project plan was completed in December 2015. This would mean that certain characters like Celicia and Alm, the ARMS characters, as well as Xenoblade 2 characters such as Rex and Pyra, are too new to be in the project plan. The only exception to this are Pokemon representatives, sketches of Greninja given to Sakurai, meaning that the only potential rep post-2015 to come would be a Pokemon from Sun and Moon, such as Decidueye, Incineroar, or Hakomao. Zeraora was created much too late to be a Gen 7 Pokemon newcomer. This is 2 months after the Smash ballot ended. The ballot itself ran from April 1st, 2015 to October 3rd, 2015, which is approximately 6 months. After the previous 2 Nintendo Directs revealing Inklings, Daisy, Ridley, Simon, Richter, Chrom, Dark Samus, and King K. Rool, it's pretty obvious that the ballot was used as a tool to choose which newcomers should be added into Ultimate. This means that in order to be considered for Ultimate, you had to be relevant during the Smash Bros. Ballot and what was released internationally in the summer during the Smash ballot. Earthbound Beginnings, Ninten's game. So then we move on to the fighter ballot and Mii costumes. One important thing to remember is the day the Smash ballot started, Lucas was announced as DLC. Lucas was chosen over both Wolf and Snake despite being a Japanese-only character due to the fanbase demand. Sakurai was clearly exposed to how vocal the Mother fanbase was at this time. Now logically, seeing the dedication from the fanbase got Lucas as a DLC character over other popular choices. The release of Earthbound Beginnings in the States around the same time of the ballot and Project Plan being finished right after the ballot, would it be that hard to believe that Sakurai would want to add another Mother character in his next Smash Bros. To please the fans? As a large topic I see discussed often in regards to the ballot are the Mii fighter costumes, which brings up an interesting point. Several fighters that have been confirmed in Ultimate, such as K. Rool, Isabelle, and Chrom, wear Mii fighter costumes in Smash 4, while others like Geno and Majora are heavily requested. One Mii fighter costume I rarely see people bring up is the Flying Man costume, which is a non-playable character from the Mother series, specifically Mother 1 and Mother 2. In the Magicant stage for Smash 3DS, the Flying Man were originally going to be rendered in 3D, but the 3D proved too difficult for the 3DS to handle, so Sakurai went with the 16-bit appearing Flying Man instead. Sakurai might have used the 3D Flying Man render he created as a Mii costume, as it was easier to create than say making a Ninten or Masked Man costume from scratch. The Flying Man as a character is only found in the first 2 Mother games and has a deep connection to NES as well as Ninten. This again goes back to the attention Mother 1 got by being released, so in other words, if the Flying Man is a reference to another Mother rep, that rep will not be from Mother 3. It's important to remember that Mother 1 was just released worldwide a month before the costume was put up for download due to fan demand, as well as Lucas being released as a DLC character. So Mother characters were quite popular during the ballot, and these 2 events possibly added many more. Then we have Mother Music Theory. So the music theory itself has been debunked to a certain extent, however, certain major franchises have yet to have music posted to that blog, so as of now, Mother music has not been posted. These key franchises have music completely missing from the blog, one being the Mother series. It might be possible that some franchises such as Mother or Xenoblade might have their music saved for a character reveal. One thing to bring up are the music composers for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Each composer uploaded onto the blog is a different musician. One popular composer that has worked on previous Smash games has yet to be posted. Hip Tanaka. This man composed the soundtracks for both Mother 1 and Mother 2 as well as Smash 4. A bit strange he doesn't have a credit listed in this game yet. Then we have some more speculation. There's a rumor floating around about a potential Earthbound trilogy heading for the Switch in 2019. Vergaben has also stated, Mother 3 is real, it's being held back for unknown reasons. The LZ8T rumor of some characters doubling as advertisements was confirmed in the September 13th Nintendo Direct when Isabelle was revealed for Smash alongside the confirmation of Animal Crossing coming to Switch. Now, if we are to believe LOZ, this could mean more characters are added in order to promote new games. A new Mother character being added to Smash as well as advertising this potential Mother collection is not outside the realm of possibility, and seeing that Mother 1 is celebrating its 30th anniversary next year, Ninten, the missing protagonist of said game, being added makes the most amount of sense. This is an odd image from Smash Wii U's 50 Fact Extravaganza. It is actually a reference to Ninten and Eve and Mother 1. This was possibly a hint to EVB's release back in the day, meaning be on the lookout for similar images. So then we have some stuff from 4chan. Comparing the Smash 4 fake leak Ness to Ultimate's render of him reveals striking similarity. Sakurai might be more aware of the fanbase than we think. The boomerang item is mysteriously absent from Smash Ultimate, appearing to be completely replaced by the Warp Star item. Could it be because we're getting a new character with a boomerang as a move? Ramblin' Evil Mushroom was added as an item, making Earthbound have 3 total items, which is more than the playable amount of representatives. Also, Mr. Saturn's portrait in the splash art is a bit odd as he is just an item. Could he be a potential hint? Mother 1 is the only Mother game where you can have 3 party members at a time, so why don't all 4 party members appear in Ness and Lucas's Final Smashes? Assist trophies can be in Final Smashes, so where's Jeff and Duster? There's also a very shaky Smash blog memory theory. The theory is that if a character is uploaded with a memory, any future newcomers will not share the game that they are from. For example, since Young Link has Ocarina of Time, any future Zelda newcomer cannot use that as their memory, but Skull could potentially use Majora's Mask if he's in. Ness was uploaded with Mother 2 as his memory, and if this theory is legit, any new future Mother rep will not be from Mother 2. This makes Porky very unlikely, as his Mother 2 form was the better choice moveset-wise, and the Mother 3 mech was simply a boss and brawl. However, Mother 1 and Mother 3 have not yet been posted, meaning newcomers have the possibility of using those as memories. Australian Smash players were allowed to play an updated Smash Ultimate demo in a private session a while back. According to one of the participants, there were 2 victory jingles and a potential stage interaction that they were not allowed to record. The stage interaction was on Onet of all places, which is odd, as that stage has not been updated with new content since Melee. The more interesting aspects are the 2 victory jingles, Final Fantasy and Mother. Copyright issues are the supposed reasons. For Final Fantasy, I can understand due to the music license, but Mother is a first-party franchise. By that logic, Pokemon's jingle should also be copyrighted, and when asked if the Mother jingle sounded different, no one responded with an answer. So here's a tweet from KuroGameHammer. Then we have some more tweets, so this is just more evidence for Ninten. So these were all the guys that were getting questions asked to them, so if you want to read them, just go ahead and pause the video. It's completely possible Ness has his old victory theme back with the current Mother victory theme is given to Ninten, as it originates from Mother 1. It's possible for 2 characters from the same franchise to have different victory themes. Meta Knight is proof of this. Remember, the demo we currently have is different from the final game, meaning Ness's current victory theme can be altered. The strange pattern discovered by staff in Laxcris's Discord server. So here's the pattern that we have. Then we go to Satoru Iwata. This may sound a bit morbid, but I believe Iwata had a huge part in making this game a reality despite his passing in 2015. The ballot was Iwata's idea, meaning all of these characters in a way are a gift from him. King K. Rool, Simon Belmont, Ridley, the new Echoes were all picked from the ballot. It's even possible Iwata, a massive fan of the Mother games, was the one who convinced Sakurai to bring back Lucas over Wolf and Snake in Smash 4. Many people expect if there would be an Iwata tribute, it'd be Balloon Fighter, but I don't think that's what Iwata would have wanted since he liked making people happy. That and the Balloon Fighter's entire gimmick is stolen by Villager, but why would a Mother character be an Iwata tribute? Iwata worked extensively on both Mother 1 and Mother 2 and adored the games with his entire heart. I mean, listen to him talk about Earthbound in the April 2013 Nintendo Direct. He opens it with how much he loves the franchise and was super excited about the game reaching a new audience. Mother 1 was released internationally 1 month before Iwata passed away. It's also possible for a Kirby rep such as Waddle Dee to be an Iwata rep, but seeing his immense popularity in Japan, it's more likely he's a ballot choice. There were many votes for Mother characters in the ballot, but if we had to pick the one Iwata would like the most, Ninten being the missing protagonist from a franchise he adored would be the most logical pick. Klaus is a thing too. Going back to what I was discussing earlier, Klaus was easily the most popular Mother pick on the ballot. That's what puts him in a funky spot. He doesn't have quite as much odd potential evidence going on for him as Ninten does, but there's one small thing that is quite interesting. Lucas's Klaus skin pictured here is yet to be shown off. This is very odd as Lucas is constantly shown with the Klaus alt as his main alternative skin. Could he possibly be an Echo Fighter for Lucas? Unlike Ness and Ninten's differing movesets, Lucas and Klaus have the identical psi move potential as they are twin brothers, making the PK love aesthetic more electrical to reflect his electrifying persona, maybe giving him a recovery involving his Chimera wings like Meta Knight if they are going the Chrom route, and give him a commander skin would do him well. He actually wouldn't be that difficult to create. Not only that, but all current echoes and even heavily anticipated echoes such as Ken and Dixie Kong started off as simple skins. We currently have no evidence of either of those skins being an ultimate as well as the Klaus skin. So here's all of his Smash 4 skins. And another thing to add is that Lucas and Roy were the only DLC characters from Smash 4 that were not present in the demo. Roy ended up receiving Chrom as his Echo Fighter. Could it be possible that Lucas receives one as well? On a related note, Lucas as of the time this is written has not been posted on the blog. Lucas, according to the Super Smash Bros. Brawl poll in 2006, scored number 2 on the most wanted list in Japan, so it's a bit odd why he hasn't been posted yet. If he is eventually posted and lacks Mother 3 as a memory, be very suspicious. Klaus was easily the most popular Mother pick on the ballot, and due to Simon and Richter being revealed together, it might not be outside the realm of possibility for both Ninten and Klaus to get in, as unlikely as it may seem. Conclusion. There's a bit more evidence in theories than one might think, isn't there? Let's recap the evidence for Ninten as well as Klaus. Ninten Pros. Model can easily be ripped from Ness and altered. Game was released during the height of the ballot. Mother characters were quite popular during the ballot. Ness's moveset being altered. All Mother stages are returning, including Magicant, a Mother 1 stage, and the Flying Man Mii costume. Continuing on, the Mother 1 composer worked on previous Smash games and is yet to have a track on the blog. The Boomerang item is missing. Duster and Jeff being missing from Lucas and Ness's final Smash. Ness's copyrighted victory theme. Mother 1 being the second most popular Mother game in Japan. Candidate for Famicom/Retro Rep, and would be a tribute to Iwata. Then we move on to Klaus's pros. The model can be easily ripped from Lucas and altered. Lucas was the second most wanted Smash character in Japan back before Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Him and his alter ego were easily the most popular Mother character during the ballot. Mr. Saturn is in the splash art, and Lucas is yet to have a blog post. Lucas was not in the demo, so his current alternate skins besides Masked Man are unknown. All current echoes and anticipated echoes, with the exception of Shadow, were originally skins. Lucas was always shown with his Klaus skin in the ending screens of both Brawl and Smash 4, as well as being part of Lucas's reveal. Why hasn't it been shown yet? Pros for Bold. Lucas being announced as DLC over Wolf and Snake. Memory Theory. Mother 2 has been posted, but Mother 1 and 3 have not. Earthbound and Mother music has not been posted onto the blog, period. The 30th anniversary of the Mother series is in 2019. The 64 Brawl Ultimate pattern. It wouldn't be impossible for a newcomer and an Echo to be revealed together, and the Ramblin' Evil Mushroom being added means more Earthbound items than fighters. Don't count this angry, asthmatic children as well as Chimera Klaus out until December 7th. So guys, that is the entire PowerPoint. Holy cow, that was super long, and honestly, there is enough evidence right there to make me believe that we are going to get either Ninten or Klaus in the game, probably even both. I don't know about you guys, but there was just so much evidence there that, I'm blown away. Nice job, Annie. This was amazing. Sorry my voice is kind of sounding different. I just had to read a lot of stuff, so let me know what you guys think about all of this Ninten and Klaus evidence in the comment section down below. Do you guys believe after hearing this that we are going to get both Ninten and Klaus in the game? Why or why not? Also, thank you so much, Annie. Make sure you guys show your love to her in the comment section down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe, share, and like, and I will see you guys next time. Take care.